Hello guys, it is Briggsyboy here, welcome back to my channel, and today I have another of my football matchday vlogs for you guys to sit back and enjoy. So today's game, of course, we are back at Ewood Park with the home clash against High Flyers, Bristol City. So then, going into today's game against Bristol City, Rovers currently sit 11th. We slipped a few places after our heavy defeat last weekend away at Brentford. We are on 43 points, of course. Bristol City, on the other hand, they take up that bottom place in the playoff area. They sit in 6th position on 47 points. So Blackburn Rovers at this moment in time are 4 points off that playoff area. Like I've said in previous videos, we're not looking to get playoffs this season. I'd be quite happy with consolidation, staying in the Championship, which we know we more or less have this season. It's been a really good year for us. But I think pushing for playoffs might be a bit too soon for us, so in many respects, I'd be quite happy for a mid-table finish around that area that we are now. There is no debating that having a team like Bristol City at home, it's going to be a tough game. They have won their last 5 league matches in a row. They've been on an unbeaten run for quite a long time, and they've really managed to push up further up that league table and be a real threat for promotion this season. Bearing in mind that, of course, in the summer, they had to say goodbye to some of their key players, such as Bobby Reid, who went to Cardiff, and Aidan Flint, who went over to Middlesbrough. So looking at last weekend's result for both teams, Rovers, of course, lost 5-2 away at Brentford. An unbelievable game. We were, of course, 2-0 up after about 8-9 minutes. You know they're going to give it all they've got second half, and they did. We crumbled and just couldn't handle them. They were passing it around like Barcelona, and I've honestly not seen a team play that good attackively for quite a while in the Championship. And Bristol City, of course, they managed to get a good 2-0 win at home to Swansea City, so that's a really good result for them, and like I say, keeps them in that playoff area. So the previous encounter that we had with Bristol City this season ended in a 4-1 defeat for Blackburn Rovers. That was, of course, away at their place. So we'll be gunning for a result this time back round at Ewood Park. Like I said, though, it's not going to be easy by no means. We have got a good home record, though, so I guess that is something. We've managed to beat some top teams this season, such as Leeds and West Brom, of course, so we'll be hoping we get at least a point from this one. 3 points would be ideal, though. A fact for you, though, Blackburn Rovers have not beat Bristol City in the league since December 2015, so we're hoping that this bogey run against them will come to an end, and we'll eventually be able to pick up 3 points this afternoon at Ewood Park. So, Bristol City's main threats this afternoon. If we take a look at the current top scorers for the club this season, the leader at this moment in time is Famara Deed Hiu with 8 goals. That is followed by Andreas Weimann, who was 6, and then Josh Brownhill, who was 4. But of course, they have several other good players that keeps the team ticking. It will be interesting to see how Casey Palmer performs today. That is if he starts, of course. He was, of course, at Rovers on loan from the summer up until January, where he then got recalled by Chelsea. He's done well for them so far, from what I've seen. He's obviously managed to get himself a goal and an assist, made quite a good impact. And I think if he does play today, he could be a key player in the result. I do think, though, going into this game, there's going to be more changes to the midfield, I would have thought. I won't be surprised if Richie Smallwood comes in there, possibly for Evans or Travis. And Mulgrew, he's meant to be back fit for this game, so he's probably going to get chucked straight in there. So then, ahead of today's game, I have actually managed to get a Bristol City supporter and vlogger to give a little preview into this match, his thoughts on it and what he thinks the score will be. So I enlisted the help of Talk Robbins, produces some really good content over there for Bristol City, so make sure to check his channel out. The link for that will be in the description down below.
Yo guys, so it's Talk Robbins, the Bristol City vlogger here. So ahead of Bristol City versus Blackburn game on the weekend, I think honestly the score will be 1-0. Obviously we are on a really good run of form at the moment, 13 games unbeaten and we've won 7 in a row. But of course all good things come to an end, and I think this weekend will be the end of our winning streak. I think it will finish 1-0. This season I think we've played really well. I think our performances have been good recently. They've differed a lot over the season. early on in the season we were doing really badly. At the start of the season we were playing okay, and obviously now, thankfully for us, we've hit a really good run of form, and so have Blackburn, so that's really good for you guys. I think our key players this season have definitely been Famara Diédhiou, our Senegalese striker. He came in, I think it was last summer, or the summer before perhaps. He scored, he's been a real poacher, he's been there, he's done what he's had to do, scored all important goals and won us so many points over the season. So I think he's probably been a really important player for us this season. Definitely, as well as Adam Webster and Thomas Callas, our two centre-backs this season. They've done so well. They've let in, I think it's either the second least amount of goals this season in the whole league. They really have done us really well. And without them, I don't think we'd be anywhere near where we are at the moment, to be honest, because they really have been quite solid so far this season. I reckon we'll finish 7th, to be honest. I think we've hit a real good run of form, but as I said, it will come to an end. And I don't think that we're going to get back to this type of momentum when the run does come to an end. And I think we'll finish 7th, just outside the playoffs. I think there's other teams around us, like Derby, Middlesbrough, even Swansea. I know they're down a bit, but they are a good side who have a lot more strength and in depth. And I think that they'll probably stand a better chance of finishing in the playoffs than Bristol City do this season, and even Blackburn perhaps, because obviously they're playing well at the moment as well. So anyway, thank you for allowing me to be on your channel. It's a real pleasure. Hopefully all you Blackburn fans enjoyed the game. It's been a real pleasure to be on the channel, and good luck, guys.
So then finally, before we head off to Ewood Park, my score prediction for this game, I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. Now, I would take a point, I'll be honest, they're a good side, like I've said. And it moves on nicely into the next game, of course, Reading away. I am going to that game. They're struggling at the moment, so possibly 3 points on the board there. Who knows, but it's a very unpredictable league, as we know. So like I say, going for a 2-2 draw. I'd like to see Adam Armstrong get a goal. He, of course, won January Player of the Month. His confidence is going to be sky high at the moment. And I think the other goal could come from, let's go with Danny Graham. So then, that marks the end of this match against Bristol City, and it's a 1-0 defeat. It is a bitter pill to take, but at the end of the day, they did carve out the better chances. We had some good opportunities. I think Adam Armstrong had a very good game again today. Elliot Bennett will man the match. He was solid in that match. And it wasn't necessarily a bad performance. It was quite a nail-biting game. We certainly had chances, so did they, as I said. And at the end of the day, a 1-0 defeat, it could have been a lot worse. They are a good team, as we know. They've won 5 on the bounce, now 6. They've been unbeaten for a long time, and they've certainly got that quality in the team that I think can carry them through to the playoffs come the end of the season. So we move on. Next game, of course, Reading away on Wednesday. I will be going to that. I'm very much looking forward to it. They're currently in the relegation zone in 22nd place, so we've got a good chance there to pick up the 3 points. Hopefully we will, and keep around that mid-table area. If we take a quick look at the league table now, Blackburn Rovers do sit 13th, so we've just dropped 2 places. And Bristol City sit 6th, now on 50 points. So they've managed to keep themselves in there from that win. But I hope that you've enjoyed the video, guys. As usual, make sure to leave a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit 3,000 subs before the end of the season in May. So every single subscriber towards that number helps an awful lot. So it's obviously not the result we wanted this weekend, but we move on, try and get something out of the next match and see where that takes us. But thanks for watching the video, guys, and I'll see you next time.